Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 40 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Immutable X at number 1, followed by Hedera. Okay, we've already done Ethereum Classic. Near Protocol, Cronos, Filecoin, VeChain, Aptos, Kaspa, and then we'll end it with Stacks at number 9. Right, let's get straight into it. IMX against BTC. Here we are for IMX. Okay, so IMX, we have a target, fresh out of the oven at 9,006. We're at 5,002, so this is still another 81% more to go. 81%. So more upsides to be expected for IMX. However, if IMX gets a very nice right shoulder over here, I kid you not, IMX could go far higher than 9,006. And this is against BTC, which means that on the USD pair, IMX is going to fly even higher. If you look at IMX against USD, there's some resistance at the top over here. The point is, again, we have to consolidate. If we consolidate on the BTC pair for a right shoulder, then very likely we'll be getting a, I'm just guessing, right? We don't see it yet. We can't see what's happening over here. I'm just guessing that we'll get probably a continuation chart pattern over here. Right, a very big type of a consolidation before we head higher. Possibly. So this could be something like a big cup and handle. Something like that. Again, we're not entirely sure, but IMX, apparently the party is on the BTC pair. HBAR against BTC. Here we are for HBAR. So for HBAR, oh boy, this is another one. So pretty. So beautiful, right? A, B, C. We're going to get a D and an E, and then that's it. I think HBAR is going to go parabolic eventually. Right, we've been falling in a very controlled manner. I mean, of course, we have to hold this low, right? If HBAR does drop lower and take out this low, then that's it. But doesn't feel like it. Feels like we're about to break the skinny pink line. What we want to see is for the skinny pink line to start curving back up. For the skinny pink line to start curving back up, the price needs to go really, really high. So from a classical chart pattern perspective, we're anticipating the same thing. Inverse head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head. Hopefully we get a right shoulder above the skinny pink line, and that's it. We continue higher. But again, at this point of time, you know, we could still head lower, right? We could get mountain ranges here. We could still head lower. So nothing is confirmed for HBAR BTC yet. HBAR against USD. Here we are for HBAR USD. Okay, so for HBAR USD, we're saying that more likely than not, we had a target over here at 1.73, right? Because this whole thing looks like a head and shoulders, right? But again, we got this target when things were really severely oversold. So we were like, really? Could there be another one? It's possible, right? From a technical perspective, it's possible. So we're going to consider the possibility. But once we invalidate this top, we were saying that more likely than not, this is also going to be invalidated. So that's it. The bearishness is gone. So we're anticipating more upside for HBAR eventually. How much higher? Again, my guess is like, okay, we broke it here. So let me see. Okay, $18.50. Ta-da! Target fresh out of the oven. Ding! For you. Where's this HBAR? Cronos, yes, CRO against BTC. We're gonna look at it on KuCoin. So for Cronos, another beautiful BTC pair. Right, so we've been seeing very, very beautiful BTC pairs. Again, very nice A. Up for a B, down for a C. This is so controlled. Clear a resistance line. Broke the resistance line. We are in a deep correction, which is something we want to see. We don't want to see things just keep going higher and higher and higher, right? Because there's always a price to pay. For example, look at this and look at the price we pay, right? We want to form solid foundations before heading higher, right? And solid foundations and just consolidate for a little while before boom, finally breaking out. So I think crypto.com is gonna do really, really well. I don't know what's the narrative behind it, but I think crypto.com is set to do extremely well eventually, right? Once we complete, again, no guarantees. Once we complete a very nice squeeze over here, a gigantic squeeze, right? This squeeze has been in the making for the past 1,240 days. What? So more upside, again, more upside. We don't think that Cronos is, I mean, it could, right? If we take out this low, then that's it. That's it. The whole thing is gone. But as long as it stands, right, I think more likely than not, yeah, it's going to go higher, right? We've already broken one resistance. We are attempting to break above the skinny pink line, and we are falling again. We love it when things are falling in a very controlled manner. Doesn't matter if it takes days, weeks, months. We want to see slow moves towards the downside and fast moves towards the upside. So yeah, again, how much lower are we going to go? We don't know. Is this the bottom? We don't know. We don't see any signs yet. So yeah, that's CRO BTC for you. CRO against USDT. Here we are for crypto.com coin. Okay, I like what I see. What I mean by that is that this whole thing looks like a symmetrical. You see that? So this could be a continuation towards the upside. But to be honest, we would prefer it if crypto.com falls lower though, and build a very nice foundation, right, before heading higher. But doesn't matter, right? If it does go higher, then sure, we're gonna welcome volatility because we are traders, and volatility is the lifeblood of a trader. So again, I think more likely than not, we could be heading higher, but I fear that the resistance at the top here is gonna take some time to break. We could just slide through though. So again, we're not entirely sure, but we like what we see for CRO at the moment in the shorter term, because this looks to me like a symmetrical in the making. I would prefer a bigger one, but hey, we take what we get for CRO. Filecoin, yes sir, this is Filecoin for you. I love what I see on Filecoin because Filecoin is still a late bloomer in the sense that a lot of coins have already started taking off. ADA is already off, Solana is already off, obviously Bitcoin is already off. Yeah, a lot of coins have already started busting off, but Filecoin is still in a bearish trend. We're still under the skinny pink line, which is good. This is why when you have profits, right, you rotate it into late bloomers, and this is what you would call a late bloomer. It is still in a bearish trend. We're still under the skinny pink line. Any clear signs of a reversal? Potentially. I see a potential squeeze over here. No guarantees. I can't say for sure that this is the low, because if we get mountain ranges, more likely than not, we could be heading lower for Filecoin against BTC, right? Again, as long as we're under the skinny pink line, we respect the skinny pink line. Filecoin against USDT. Here we are for Filecoin. Okay, the USD pair looks really good. It looks really good. Because why? This is an ABCDE. You see these, boys and girls? Do you see this? Yeah. So, if and when we break, right, I think more likely than not, we're going to go to, okay, I'm going to have a target over here. Probably going to take out these highs here. You see these highs here? More likely than not, there'll be multiple targets, but we'll take things one step at a time, right? This will be... Okay, let's just round this up to $28. Hey, yo, bro. $28. So for Filecoin, yeah, we're completing a wave E. We're in the midst of completing a wave E. It's only a matter of time before we head higher. More likely than not. Of course, no guarantees in trading. Because Filecoin could still, again, form mountain ranges and still head lower, right? So it's very important that Filecoin doesn't come back down and just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher, right? But of course, we would love something of a higher quality, right? When I was looking at this, I was like, hey, this could be a symmetrical, right? But what I don't like was that it broke up, but then it broke back under the support. So I'm like, hey, yo, bro, what's this? What's happening? What's happening? So could we be heading back up? Okay, but not entirely sure. Is this the bottom? Don't know. Could we get something else? Sure. Maybe a falling channel instead. Again, we're not entirely sure, right? So yeah, but more likely than not, Filecoin should be heading towards $28. VeChain, yes sir. So this is VeChain, VET against BTC. Okay, VeChain is already above the skinny pink line. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for Emperor Z to start printing the PBOC. And then, yeah, I think more likely than not, VeChain could be going parabolic, right? Can you imagine if it goes back to its highs here? Okay, this will be a 400%. That's a lot of money, right? We were anticipating these lows to be taken out though, right? We were anticipating mountain ranges, right? So, yeah, again, we don't know when the bearish trend ends until it ends, right? Again, even this spike above the skinny pink line has no guarantees. We could still zip back down, right? We want to see something sustainable, something really, truly volatile towards the upside. We want to see slow moves towards the downside and volatile moves towards the upside. So this is volatile and this is good. Very slow move towards the downside and then suddenly, boom, we go higher. We love this kind of moves. However, I don't see a sharp pattern to it. So, again, there were many times when we broke above the skinny pink line, but we got slapped down, right? Up, we got slapped down. Could we still get slapped down? We're not too sure. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see for the consolidation first for VeChain, right? I don't know about these two, but I think more likely than not, we could be breaking the bearish trend for VeChain against BTC. Against USD, VeChain is going so purplish. Again, we were hoping for VeChain to form a very nice inverse head and shoulders, right? Something like a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But we didn't get that. What we got instead was an inverted kind of an ascending triangle, right? Normally ascending triangles are like this, right? And then, bam, we break higher. There are rare cases, like what you're seeing right now, where the ascending triangle is like this. Small, medium, big, and then that's it. It just continues higher. And so this is the second type of kind of an what do you call it? Transverse. Another type of ascending triangle. Still is a bullish reversal chart pattern. It's still a bullish reversal chart pattern. So feels to me like VeChain is breaking back up. I'm not so sure what's the narrative behind it, but yeah, I think we're breaking back up. Wait, hang on, let me just pull this across. Okay, so I think we're probably gonna hit resistance here. Right, maybe we come back down. Right, so yeah, if we were to invert the chart, it looks like again a mirrored type of a descending, something like that. You see that? Descendings are bearish chart patterns, right? Sometimes you get this kind of descending. It's not exactly descending, but yeah, it's still three mountains: small, medium, big. Most of the time, it's big, medium, small, right? So in rare cases, you get this. So this is a very rare case. This is an very rare occurrence. It only happens during bull runs. So I think the bull run is already on, right? Again, we invert it back. And so, yeah, sometimes once we break it, right, we will get potentially a retrace, a consolidation before heading higher, right? This is potentially also what you could consider as an extended right shoulder. This whole thing could be a left shoulder, head, and we will be anticipating a right shoulder, right? Sometimes we don't see it. Sometimes it's just too bullish. And after that, however high it wants to go, it goes. And after that, potentially a right shoulder, but it's extended. It should have been under here, but sometimes you get it over here, right? So yeah, still a potential consolidation is expected for VeChain USD. And this whole thing, if it were to be a wave 1, it will still tie in with Elliott wave as a wave 2, wave 3, and then wave 4. More likely than not, another one towards the upside. So we are interested in this. So until we complete the consolidation, yeah, we're just gonna wait patiently for VeChain to do its thing. Aptos, yes sir, Aptos. Here we are for Aptos. Aptos is still just like what was the coin we were looking at? Filecoin, is it? Yeah, late bloomers. As in, like, we're still in a bearish trend. We're still under the skinny pink line. As long as you're under the skinny pink line, you should remain bearish. And it feels to me like we could be reversing back up. Do you see the volume here? The wheels have already started making moves. You see that, boys and girls? Yeah, and usually when a bearish trend ends, we go sideways for a while before going back up. So bearish trend, sideways. Do you see this, boys and girls? Do you see this? Aptos against USDT. Here we are for Aptos. Okay, but Aptos is just... I can't see the chart pattern for Aptos. There's just nothing too obvious for us, right? All we know is that we're in a falling channel here. And then we broke out of the falling channel. And we're crawling our way out somewhere. Okay. But yeah, chart pattern wise, it's just not so obvious. So we're going to have to next Aptos. Kaspa against BTC. Here we are for Kaspa. Anything for Kaspa? Okay, Kaspa is in a deep correction. Right. If you look at Kaspa against Bitcoin, we're still above the skinny pink line. You see that? As long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with a bullish bias for Kaspa. We're severely overbought. But still, as long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with a bullish bias. And we will anticipate potential continuation chart patterns towards the upside. Falling channels, we break higher. Again, falling channel up, falling channel, super up. Right. Again, volatile up, volatile down. Right, and you can see that the volume has already risen considerably. I think the last time I took a look at Kaspa, I did warn that once the volume is high and we're close to the top, right, the whales are actually selling at this point. So it will be wise to secure profits. Right, it's actually selling season, not buying season. Kaspa is already down 42%. Kaspa against USDT. Let's look at it on Gate. Okay. Where are we? 42, yes. How much are we? 37%. Okay, it's not too bad against the USD pair. So again, we're not too sure what's going to happen here. I suspect there's another wave higher. If we had to count the waves right, 1 is holding as a 2, up for a 3, 4, another 1, 5. You see that? I think wave 5 is going to be shorter though. That's my guess. Let me just check. 3 to 6%. 374. Yeah, it's going to be slightly shorter than 374. It could be just 100%, maybe 200. Again, we're not too sure. We want to see what kind of a chart pattern we're going to get over here. Are we going to get a symmetrical? Are we going to get another falling channel before heading higher? So, yeah, again, we're going to have to wait for this to happen first. For Kaspa, we're already severely overbought. Super overbought. And if we were to see any higher high, I suspect this could be a double bearish divergence, right? Higher high on the price, but could be a lower high on the MACD. Right, and the lower high on the RSI. Double bearish, right? We might even get a triple bearish, and that would be the signal of the end of the run for Kaspa, right? I think a little bit more upside, where we 15 cents, yeah, potentially close to 17, 18 cents, maybe 20 cents. Again, I can't say for sure, but we have to wait for this to complete. Again, do you see this? It's a descending triangle. Mountain, 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 down, up. Are we going to continue lower? Or are we gonna complete maybe again? You see this inverse head and shoulders? Bam! We hit higher again. So the question is this the bottom of Kaspa? Right, there's a hammer here though, very clear hammer on the daily. So this could already be the bottom of Kaspa, and Kaspa could already be heading up and completing a inverse head and shoulders and going higher. But again, I don't know if this is gonna be a double bearish. So again, it's selling season, unless of course you know what you're doing. And so yeah, there you go. That's our take for Kaspa. Stacks has been going para. If you look at Stacks against BTC, right? Stacks BTC looks beautiful. A lot of BTC pairs look really beautiful. Stacks against BTC, we're anticipating a accumulation here to complete and eventually a break towards the upside. So like I was saying earlier, fall in a very controlled manner. When you rise, bam, you're fast. Slowly fall. Bam, we're up. I suspect there's another slow fall. Potentially as a wave E, right? A, B, C, D, E. Bam, another one up. So we're waiting for that to happen. Could this be the very start of a slow crawl down? Okay, only time will tell. We're not going to rush in over here. This is selling season. This is not buying season for Stacks. Not at the moment. Stacks against USD. Okay, so for Stacks USD, we're going very close to the highs. Very close to the highs. I think we're gonna take out this highs if I'm not. Yeah, around $2. If it were to be me, I'll get out around $2. Around here, right? Chart pattern wise, not that obvious, right? And we were marking around the skinny pink line. We touch the skinny pink line, we cross the skinny pink line, we cross back up, we touch it again, and now we're up. So yeah, that's Stacks for you. We might even go to close to $3 though, past $2 into 3. I can only count 1, 2, and we're very likely in the midst of a 3, right? You could get a 4, 5. Or Stacks will just start blasting off from here, right? And then we get a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we have a target over here at $11 for Stacks, and we're anticipating Stacks to potentially continue higher. I think this could already be it though. Again, we have a target for $11 right now at 145, so it's another 693%. Still a long way to go. We're already overbought on the daily. So again, the best thing that could happen for Stacks is we see a correction or consolidation, right? Something like this would be awesome. So this whole thing could be something like it might look like an ascending though, right? Or a cup and handle maybe. Again, we're not entirely sure. So yeah, again, you don't buy things when they're overbought. Of course, unless you know what you're doing, you don't buy things when they're overbought. So you have to wait for the correction. We might start correcting from here though. So we can't say for sure, right? You can already count 5 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So be careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Stacks. Alright, boys and girls, I guess that's it for today's Top 40. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-da!